My name's Ken Muller. I'm an Islington teacher and I'm Assistant Secretary of Islington NUT, the Teachers Union.
And you work for iHoops as well?
I'm the press officer for iHoops, yeah.
And what is iHoops, briefly, please?
It's Islington Hands Off Our Public Services. It's a campaign against the condemned government's public sector cuts and in defence of our services.
And so you've had your protest today. How do you feel it's gone?
I think it's been great. We reckon there's about 1,000 people on the march. It's very representative of the local community. There's been, I think we counted 10 trade union banners, different political parties, community groups.
Who's here today? Who's been making speeches today?
Well, we've had Jeremy Corbyn, the local MP. We've had trade unionists, pensioners. There's a pensioner from a place called Sotheby Mews Day Centre, which is going to lose its funding as a result of the cuts. And I was at a meeting recently where a couple of the pensioners who use it say, you know, it's the difference between being able to sit with some friends and have a hot cup of tea, or sitting at home on their own, freezing cold next to an electric fire.
What do you think the effect of the cuts is going to have on schools in Islington?
Well, as yet, in my school, the cuts haven't hit, but that's not to say there haven't been cuts in education in Islington. At Christmas, a number of teachers who work for Islington Central Education Services were sacked, made redundant, and some of those do really essential jobs. There was one woman who works with pregnant teenage girls. Another woman who works with kids who have been excluded from school or in danger of exclusion. So these aren't backroom jobs. These are essential jobs dealing with some of the most vulnerable kids in society. Well, where I work now, I recently moved from a comprehensive secondary school to a sixth form college, which is in Islington. The biggest effect of the cuts on us so far is the students losing their educational maintenance allowance, and more than half the students at my college depend on that to come there, and a lot of them won't be able to continue there, and certainly their small little brothers and sisters won't be able to come in future years because they're dependent on these grants. And even if they do stay, when they go to university, they're now going to have to pay huge fees to attend university, so it's effectively going to exclude millions of working class kids who I teach from being able to go to university.
But with the government having to pay so much because of their budget deficit in interest rates for their budget deficit, do you not think it's appropriate that some areas receive some cuts?
No, I don't. I think what I would like to happen is I'd like the rich to pay the tax they should be paying. As I said, there's £120 billion of tax that's avoided or evaded every year. That in itself will be enough to clear the deficit. Cuts I would like to see in things like the Trident missile programme, which is going to cost £70 or £80 billion at least. I mean, they're the cuts that I wouldn't mind making. But it's absolutely crazy to cut education, to cut the National Health Service.